From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now here's a carry heading left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go play action here on first. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. James. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be 1st and 10, Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 10. Off play action. James. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. James. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
that he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Off the play fake. James. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He'll try again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
They've got his man complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll look to throw now on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Back to throw now on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now James on 1st and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off play action. James. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
So paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw. James. Buying time to his left. Oh, he put it on the carpet. A fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. To throw is James. Off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, James. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake, James. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he stopped immediately there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
Here's a diving catch right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That's out to the left flat and complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 2nd and 6. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. James throwing on first down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Play action. James. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, also now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
to the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown, Bengals! Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, they're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not. And the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Bengals, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to turn